In this lesson, I'm going to show you a great melodic device that you can use in your improvisations. This is part of my essential jazz vocabulary section, so it's perfectly balanced or in the pocket, and it also contains some really nice harmonic colors. After the lesson, I'll tell you about the common mistake that almost everyone does that will make sure they'll never be able to play lines like this, and how you can avoid doing the same mistake. So make sure you stick around for that as well. Okay, so the melodic device that we're going to check out today is like this. So it sounds simple, right? It comes from the altered chord, D altered, and you can see we start on the top note of the chord like this. So chord progression we're playing on right now, very simple: A minor, D7, G major. Playing on major. You could of course use this line on a minor chord progression as well. So what it is, it's a mix, kind of an arpeggio and a scale. If you look at the top here, that's kind of the beginning of E flat minor major 7, but only this far is arpeggio, and then it's scale, right? Arpeggio, scale, and that scale is the altered scale, or if you will, E flat melodic minor, resolving to G. Now, the nice thing that we're going to do today, we're going to do this exact lick and just move it a tritone. So instead of starting on this top note here, we're going to start on this E. Very similar, ends a little bit different. By doing this, we're going to alter the dominant chord, the D dominant chord, in a different way. We're not going to make it like, you know, quote unquote altered. It's still, you know, you can say it's an alteration of the dominant chord. We're making a sharp 11 kind of sound, right? So compared to this, and that was the second example. The third one is like the first one, but down one octave. And then the last one. So we have altered, a sharp 11, altered, sharp 11. So I'm going to put this little device inside a little longer line, so you can check that out. So if you check out example number 3, that's on the altered variation. Starting out with an arpeggio and chromatic. Again, you know, that mix of arpeggios and scale. So arpeggio is on A minor, you know, from 5, 7, 9, 11 arpeggio from, yeah, so whatever you want to call it, E minor 7, C major 9, or A minor 11, you know, the same thing, just thirds up. Okay, second variation, that's example number 4. So we're now starting playing with an A minor arpeggio. So you can hear that it hasn't got that same kind of minory feel that the altered variation has. It's a little bit brighter compared to. Example 5, same as example 3, down one octave. Right. You see here, this is the minor third of G. Right. We're going to resolve this to G major. Major. And the last example is the sharp 11 variation, down one octave like this. So So that's it. We have 4 variations here. That's it. I'll just play quickly through all of them. Okay, so hopefully you heard them, in there, here and there. So yeah, good luck with that. Have a great time. See you soon. Bye bye. So the common mistake that almost every jazz student does is this. They think that if they practice all the scales, all the modes, all the melodic minor modes, the whole half scale and so on, and practice all thinkable scale patterns, and practice all the arpeggios and all sorts of crazy arpeggio exercises, plus, if they practice all that stuff well, then lines like this, like the one I just showed you, will magically appear in their improvisations out of thin air, because they are then able to play instantly what they hear, and they will just hear lines like this and other brilliant, never heard before jazz lines. This is simply not the way it works. To play great jazz lines, you need to practice great jazz lines. And to be able to play lines like this, you have to practice lines like this. And you have to practice many of them, and a lot. And then when you really know them inside and out, they will appear in your improvisations without you forcing them in there like rehearsed licks. And you will be able to play different variations of the lines, and you're able to use them as parts of longer lines and seamlessly play in and out of them. And eventually, they will not sound like lines that you rehearsed, or that you borrowed from someone else, or that you learned from me. It will just sound like you.